Hello. Yes, I am wearing lipstick. I just decided to wear lipstick because I just decided to wear lipstick. Okay, don't fucking judge me. I'm my own person. Also, I'm wearing a hood inside, and there's no reason for me to wear a hood, but I'm wearing a hood. Again, don't judge me. um, I my uncle's coming today, which I'm really excited about. Um, I had the longest conversation on the phone that I've ever had in my life. Not that my life's very interesting or long. I was like, but one of my guy friends, he's like my only guy friend that I'm actually really close to, and we were like talking on the phone, and then it ended up like turning into like a 6-hour conversation. um, because that was really fun and interesting. He tried to do it again today earlier. Like we tried to do it again because like we were kind of bored and like so we wanted to talk. But like this time we didn't really have anything to talk about, so we were kind of like, eh. And then he was like, "Yeah, let's talk again when you have something to talk about." And I'm like, "Okay." um, yeah. I'm kind of annoyed though because like he helped me with like, sorry, the door was open and I was kind of like a little bit uncomfortable with the door open, so like hello. And then this hair, just like I've talked about this hair, but like this hair just loves to like go fucking like right in front of my eye. Like I don't understand. Like how does it go directly in front of my eye every time? Like every time, guys. Like where is there like some science rule about my fucking hair? Because someone needs to explain it to me. What was I gonna say? Um. Oh yeah, I'm kind of annoyed though because like I presented my like alien essay in front of him. Well, tried to, but I got really nervous, so like it was just kind of me like giggling randomly and like fucking like awkward potato-ish. Cause like I just get nervous. Like I can be perfectly fine in front of like no one, and then like in front of people, like I just get so fucking nervous and I can't do it. It sucks. But anyways, so I was trying to present in front of him, and I just kept getting awkward and like, eh. Um, he even like had his Spider-Man pop socket, like he put it in front of the camera because we were FaceTiming, and he was like he put it in front of the camera instead of him looking at me because like he was like, if you don't feel comfortable looking at you, like just look at the Spider-Man pop socket. He knows how much I love Spider-Man, so I was like, oh, he's so nice. But so I was like trying, and I was still like failing and like miserably like awkward. I was like, fuck, I can't present in front of people. Like I just it doesn't work. It's dumb. Like I fucking hate myself sometimes. And the thing is, we relate on so many things that it's kind of funny. But then like one of the big points that we relate on, I think, is like we both like equally hate ourselves, but we like try to be nice to people and like not hate ourselves, but it doesn't work very well. And then when people compliment us, we don't like accept those compliments because we hate each other so much, or like we hate ourselves so much. Like we both have that same problem, so at least I'm not alone in that. So um yeah. um and the thing is, we try and compliment each other, but then it's kind of hypocritical, but because we both know that we reject each one of those compliments because we hate ourselves. But anyway, so I was trying to present, and then I got really nervous, and I was just kind of like, "Fuck, I can't do it." And then, but then he was like, kind of like, I love him, but like at the same time, like he's just so like kind of like harsh with like criticism, and I'm incredibly sensitive. Like even though I wish I wasn't, I am like kind of really sensitive, and so like he was criticizing like basically my entire essay, saying that like my logos wasn't very good, which is like my statistics, which I kind of knew that already. And then he said that like my ethos was weak, which was something that I was actually proud of because like my ethos is like the credibility, and I had Churchill, and he's like, well, Winston Churchill is dead, and he's like, I don't even know who Churchill is. Like, no one's gonna know what you're talking about. And I was like, okay, thank you. And then he was like, you should instead do this. And then I was like, okay, but then that would mean like rewriting my entire fucking essay. Do you know how long that took me? And then, but I didn't say any of that out loud because like I knew we would fight, because like anytime that we have like any big disagreements, we always fight, which kind of like, it used to be kind of fun in the beginning, but then because like it was happening so frequently, like it just got like annoying and like just a pain. And so like I just kind of like stopped and just will kind of like grunt in agreement whenever he says something that I don't really agree with, because like, or not say anything at all, because like just like I don't want to like start an argument. But like other than that, we are like pretty like similar and we're pretty close. But like occasionally we're like every fucking conversation, but like we will have like little fights because like we just like disagree on a lot of stuff. And then he always proves me wrong in the end because he's just so fucking stubborn, or he just has like so much like information that he knows that I don't, and then he like kind of proves me to be like an idiot or something, and I'm just kind of like, thanks, it's great, thanks, this like makes me feel so great, like, oh. And the thing is, like, he treats it so seriously when the argument's happening, but then right afterwards he's just like normal, and I'm just like, boy, how do you do that? Like, I can't. And then like everything I say, like sometimes he'll get triggered and then like want to prove me wrong, and I'm just kind of like, boy, like, is this how I am with other people? Because if this is how I am with other people, like, can someone fucking slap me? Like, holy shit, I'm annoying. Bye. He's also bi like me. Well, I'm pansexual, but like I've thought I was bi for like the past 3 years. So like it's just kind of like new thing to be pansexual, or like realizing that I'm pansexual. But like we do relate on a lot of stuff, and like, yeah, but then there's also a lot of stuff that we fight about, which I think is partly due to because like we're so similar that we fight over a lot of stuff too, because we're just so similar and we're both so stubborn. We're both so opinionated and argumentative and just so similar in that aspect, and so we are always fighting at least once every time we talk. Either if it's like a minor argument or if it's like a blown up argument where like I get mad at him and then like give him the silent treatment because I'm petty as fuck and like don't fuck with me. But yeah. Also, I forgot I don't have socks and my feet are very ugly. Like, I don't know why, but they're like orange. Like on the edges of my feet, they're like orange. They're always orange. They've always been that way. They're like orange and calloused, and then like the parts that are like smooth-ish are like pale as fuck. Like, hello. Like my weird ass feet. Yeah, I'm gonna put socks on because my feet are ugly. I hate my feet. Oof. This feet in general aren't really like that attractive though. Like they're just shit you walk on. Like they're not. They're just feet. Although I do know someone who has like a slight hood fetish, which I like to tease him about because like it's just kind of funny. But like you do you. Like you whatever you want to do, buddy. Like it's okay. I'm not judging you. He's also like one of my close friends though, but I've never actually met him. In fact, there's a funny story with him. He's like, okay, you're probably gonna judge me so harshly for this because like this is kind of a crazy story. But okay, so I used to delve into the deep dark world of online dating. It was more of like I was just really lonely, and it was like I had no friends, and like I was really lonely and I wanted a friend. So you know where I went? The internet. Online dating. But like I specifically said in my bio, like I'm just looking for a friend. Like don't talk to me unless you want to be my friend. And then, as predicted, a lot of people like sent like dick pics and like weird nude pictures, and I was just kind of like, shit, no, what did I sign up for? And then there are other people where like you thought they could be friends and like you had like nice conversations, and then all of a sudden randomly they'd just be like, hey bae, I'm horny, and I'm just like, the fuck? Did you not read my bio? I said, friend only. I don't know. No. So like that happened a lot, like 99% of the time, and then 1% of the time, like you would meet someone who's like cool and like you could actually be friends with, and so like, which honestly I'm never gonna go into online dating ever again because like that's just like sad world where like no, like there's just so many people who are like fucking weird on there, like. But one of the people that I actually like ended up being friends with and like have stayed friends with like for like about a year now. What name can I give him? Okay, well, Okay. I don't know. I don't know a nickname. I'll have to figure that out. But he I met him on there, and he was like 18 or 19, and he was like, "Hey, like you're 16," or and yeah, I was 16 at that time too, and we were just talking, and he was like, "Yeah, like I'm not interested in you. I just like you said you wanted a friend," and I was like, and then we ended up just talking as friends. And he was like one of those like people who like I was kind of like half expecting he would like turn into one of those people like you're friends with for like a couple weeks, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I'm horny," or something like that. And then, but it didn't happen. Like it never happened. Like it was like purely platonic friendship, and I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's awesome!" I'm like, "Oh my god," and like we just like have all these like funny conversations and like puns and shit, and just like memes and just like I don't know, it's fun. He's fun to talk to. But I don't remember where he's exactly, but like he's from a different country, and so like we're never gonna meet in person, but he's just kind of like a fun person to talk to, like virtually, and he's also the one who has like a slave foot fetish, which is funny. But yeah, so like he's like the only other guy friend that I have. Well, there's the one guy that I talked about who's like a friend, but then he ended up liking me, and it was like really awkward and weird, and I was just kind of like, we are now acquaintances. I'm sorry, but yeah, like this is not. Yeah. Sorry, but like no. Which he's cool with. Like we still talk sometimes, and like we're fine. Like we just clearly like there's been set boundaries. Like I don't know. Like we used to talk a lot, and we used to be like close friends or whatever, but then like he went all like fucking like I like you kind of weird, and I was just kind of like I don't date, so, and I'm sorry, but I'm not attracted to you. Like it just I went into this as a friendship. I didn't want anything else, so I'm sorry, but yeah. And then he was like, okay, and I was like, okay, and then so now we're kind of like acquaintances, which I'm fine with. Like if being close to him was just gonna like make his like crush grow, and I was just gonna like break his heart or something like that, which yeah, I am a lot of things. Heartbreaker is not one of them. um Heartbreaker would mean you have to be attractive. Yeah, that's clearly missing in that department over here. um um but yeah, he's just like just acquaintances now. It's cool. Because I wouldn't want to like lead him on. Like that's just like that's fucked up. Like I hate people who are like that. Like you really like you're gonna lead someone on even though you clearly don't like them just because you're selfish and you don't want to lose their friendship. Like are you fucking kidding me? Like how selfish can you fucking be? Like are you fucking kidding me? Like the pain you're bringing that one person just to have someone be in your life. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's just ridiculous, in my opinion. Like, you just fucked up. Like, this is fucked up. Yeah. So, point is, a lot of the guy friends that I've had have not worked out. But then there's, like, 2 guy friends that I actually have that I'm actually kind of close to. One of them being Super Bunny, which I've talked about before. Like, I literally just talked about him, like, earlier, like, he's the one who's like we had like the 5-hour conversation. It was actually 6 hours. No, it was 5. It was 5, but it was still a really long conversation. It's funny. Plus I love his mom. His mom is so sweet. Like she's adorable. I love her. And then he also has an auntie that lives with him who's like hilarious too, because like she's like just like she's pretty quiet, but then sometimes she'll just say something that's funny. One of them being like when she was talking about like Pokemon, and then she thought that they were pronounced Pokemon, not Pokemon, Pokemon. like, like this is funny. It's cute. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, we had like a 5-hour conversation. Like sometimes I went deep, and sometimes it was just shallow and like weird and funny. But yeah, it was pretty fun. And I'm really excited because my uncle's coming today. Like, like finally. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm like debating on whether I should like rewrite my entire essay. and like try and memorize that rewritten part, like the whole fucking essay rewritten, or if I just should stick with my like semi shitty essay and just like the one that I've already memorized and just stick with that, because like it's Monday, I have school tomorrow, like I don't want to like deal with like all of that, like this is like too much fucking work. Yeah. Again, nothing else to say, but I'm still gonna keep like recording because like I'm not really like not talking and like the silence. Which my buddy, my super buddy, he like noticed when we were on the phone call, because sometimes, especially when it was like really quiet, I would start making like weird noises, and he was just kind of like, "Oh, what are you doing?" And I was just like making weird noises, and he's like, "I can tell." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't really like science." And he was like, "Oh, I had no idea." And I was just like, "Are you sarcastic little shit? Like, shut the fuck up." Like, but yeah. Oh, I don't know if I talked about it, but like, my crush that I had on, like, the crush that I had the girl on, like, that I had the crush on, yeah, it didn't work out very well. Like, I didn't expect it to work out, but I still kind of, like, had semi-hope, because I kind of, like, asked her, like, I didn't really ask her out. I was kind of, like, using, like, small questions to, like, lead up to that. And the first one was, like, because remember I said, like, she said that she's, like, like, she doesn't know what, like, her sexuality is. And I was like, yeah, what did you mean by that? And then she was kind of like, oh, it just means that, I don't want to date anyone anymore. And I was just kind of like, okay, that kind of answered my final question. Okay, like, why do I need to continue this? Like, fuck. So, yeah, that crashed and burned. I mean, I expected it to crash and burn, but it still crashed and burned, and I was still kind of hurt by it. But, like, I'm just gonna have to, like, move on. And, like, there are other people out there. Like, I'm pansexual. Like, there are a lot of other people out there for me. And so, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Rejection. It stings. Not that I don't know what it feels like, because I've been rejected by many friends before. Some of them just because, like, personality, like, they don't like my personality, and some of them just because, like, they didn't like how, like, my background. Like, a lot of friends have, like, rejected me because of, like, my background or something that they found out about me, and they just didn't want. And then there are some people who just, like, didn't want me because, like, of my sexuality, and I was just kind of like, okay, that's great. Like, you don't feel comfortable with me being near you because of my sexuality? Like, fuck you then. Okay, cool. Like, there are just some people who are like that, and I'm just kind of like, that's really unfortunate, because, like, a lot of more LGBTQ plus people are coming out, and, like, chances are at least, like, one of your friends is going to be, like, some form of gay, or some form of, like, LGBTQ plus community, and you're just gonna, like, reject all of them just because you feel uncomfortable? Like, okay, fine then. Yeah. I'm not the only one who's, like, dealt with, like, a lot of, like, breakups, though. Well, breakups, yeah, okay, Angela, like, friendship breakups. But, like, still, it kind of hurts. But then I also was talking to my friend, Super Buddy, and he was talking about how, like, he broke up with someone, because he was talking to her, and then she, like, found out that he's bi, and she was just like, oh. And then she was like, you know what, I believe gay is, like, a belief. And he was just kind of like, what? And I was just kind of like, yeah, that is kind of, like, a lot. Like, a believable, like, okay, so you're saying that, like, being attracted to someone is a belief? Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, I don't, like, believing in Jesus Christ is not the same thing as loving someone of the same gender as you. or being a different gender than the gender that you were born with. Like, that's not a thing, honey. Like, it's not a belief. It's just, okay, well, like, not okay. And so he, like, broke up with her over that. Which, honestly, I think is a bit extreme. Like, I would have just been like, girl, and like, no. Like, and then if I was close enough with her, like, I would have just explained it to her and then been like, you can, like, learn from this and we can grow and I can, like, expose you to this community. And, like, if I fell in love with her because, like, of her personality or something, and, like, because of that, like, one mishap, like, it kind of, like, turned me off. But then, like, I could just, like, teach her and, like, have her, like, you know, like, understand. Because that statement was just her ignorance. It wasn't because she, like, truly, like, was, like, homophobic. It was just her ignorance that was, like, having that said. And so, like, I would have just been, like, kind of, like, a little bit, like, upset. But I would have been kind of understanding and tried to teach her. Not, like, I don't know if I would have, like, fully broken up with her, but he did. So I mean, like, to each their own. So, like, you know, whatever. Yeah. I'm still hungry, but we don't really have anything to eat other than, like, applesauce and, like, frozen dinner and then rice. But the rice is almost gone, actually. So that's great. I love rice. And it's almost fucking gone. Like, that's great. Living the high-key life. Shit. I don't even know if that's a saying. High-key life doesn't make any sense. What? When you try and be trendy, but you're just, like, a pathetic potato? Like, shit. Oh my god. Yeah. Hello hair. It's just, I don't know what it's doing. It's just there. Can you tell I love my hair? Like, it's so great. I love it so fucking much. Boy. Like, I don't know why I want to, like, stretch my videos out until 33 minutes, like, every fucking time. Because, like, I just don't want to stop talking. But, like, bitch needs to tell you. Bitch needs to stop talking because, like, it's just, like, you need to get shit done. And then, like, also, like, no one's gonna watch this video for that long because you're just, like, a dumbass. Like, fuck. I don't know. At least I don't have any other homework that I know of. Like, I'm pretty sure it was only those 2 essays. Which one essay I have, like, started 1 sentence on. I usually love essays and I love writing, but this writing, like, just, like, it's not appealing to me. It's just, like, on organisms. And, like, we've already learned everything there is to know about organisms, so, like, I'm not gonna bestow any new knowledge upon you. I'm just, like, literally reiterating what we've already learned. So that's boring. Like, I want to teach you something. I want to help you learn something, not just fucking, like, be like, yeah, okay. I'm just, like, basically repeating everything that you've already taught me. Like, that's fucking boring as fuck. Like, that... I fucking hate it. And so, I don't want to write the essay. So, like, I literally got 1 sentence in, and then I was like, fuck. Yeah, let's move on. And then, so I didn't finish it. Like, I haven't barely even started it. Like, just 1 sentence, Bobo. Just 1 sentence. Shit. And then, And the sad part is, this essay is like late because it was supposed to be due on Friday. And the thing is, I think I've had that essay for like a while, but like I don't remember if I've actually like done it before, or if I just like forgot doing it, or if like I actually haven't even started on it, or like I've never even started like or done it. I just don't remember. Like, I honestly don't. Like, my memory is sad. It's pathetic. Like, I don't know why it's so bad. Like, I was talking to, like, my friend Super Buddy, and he was just kind of, like, talking about how, the reason, like, my memory might be so bad is because, like, my attention span is bad. Because my attention span is, like, short as shit. It's so fucking short. And, like, he was, like, because, like, I get, like, so, like, distracted. And, like, just, like, I can't focus. Or the opposite happens, and I hyper-focus. Or, like, something happens, and I'm just, like, mainly focused on that one fucking thing for so long. And then, like, the minute I'm done focusing on that one thing, like, I can't remember shit from that one thing that I was focusing on. Like, it's so annoying. And this, like, it just happens, like, in everything I do. Like, everything. And I'm just, like, I'm fed up because, like, I can't remember shit. And it's so fucking annoying. Like, can you imagine how it feels, like, when you're having a conversation with someone and then they make a joke and then 5 minutes later they, like, reference that joke and you can't even remember what that joke was. Like, it's... And then, like, people think that you don't care about them because you don't remember anything. And it's just, like, I do. I just can't, like, I just can't focus. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, it's just not... And that's why I struggle with driving, too, even though I really want to drive. Because I want to, like, go on road trips. Like, I want to, like, do things while driving. I want the freedom. And I can't do that if I can't even focus enough to, like, study the actual rules and laws of my fucking state. Not even the fucking state, the country. And I can't even focus enough to study those laws. And I can't even focus enough to actually, like, drive, like, properly without, like, losing my shit and focusing on one thing and then not noticing anything else. Or trying to take everything in and then getting so distracted that I can't even focus. Like, it's just... Like, it sucks. Like, it really does. Like, I fucking hate it. Like, it just affects every fucking thing I do, and it's just really annoying because, like, I hate it. I hate it so much. Like, just another thing to add to the list of things I hate about myself, you know? It's great. Okay, well, on that lovely note, I think we're gonna end the video here. Bye.